There's a lot to be excited about if you are a car buyer come this 2025. Most of the market favorites got a refresh on their design and performance, while some of the best sellers kept their existing assemblies, which is understandable as, why do you even need to fix what's not broken? Regardless, there are several cars and SUVs you should check out in the upcoming year. I even listed some of the most notable ones here. Hello everyone, this is Ted from CarlandTV. It's time to get in the front seat, as today, I am going to introduce the best cars and SUVs you should buy in 2025. As much as possible, stick to these models, as any other else could be a downgrade. Before I start, I would really appreciate it if you would push those buttons below. The subscribe button, the notification bell, all of them. This is not necessary, but those little clicks help a brother out. Plus, it pushes me to give you more valuable car-related content on your screen. Now buckle up, and let's get back to the video. 2025 Honda Civic Type R. One of the best high-value hatchbacks you can get right now is the 2025 model year of the Type R. It's an insane drive. It's fun, agile, and doesn't lag in terms of acceleration or on-road chops. This thing is built to run fast. That's a guarantee. Though it's not a race car fast car, it still can perform really well. It also blends practicality, as Honda afforded it with a cozy and far from shabby interior. So, despite being small, it has a really fancy and user-driven cabin. There's only one engine for the 2025 Type R, and that's a Turbo 4 that generates up to 315 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. There's no need for an optional engine if the base engine is already this powerful. Plus, this is a Honda, so it's definitely reliable. Even its 6-speed manual transmission and front-wheel drive are responsive so far, and have been tuned to perform really well. Needless to say, the Honda Type R isn't the most fuel-efficient Honda out there, given its performance-oriented nature. But heck, that should be the least of your concerns if you're going to dive into this small beast. 2025 Chevrolet Trax. You don't need to buy an expensive car so that you can experience quality. The 2025 Chevy Trax is solid proof of this claim. This is a well-built subcompact SUV, which I can say is a hell of an upgrade as compared to its predecessors. The Trax used to be a nobody in the subcompact segment, but when its latest gene was introduced to the market, the outlook for this SUV had never been brighter. So what the 2025 Trax offers now is a ride that is smooth and refined. It has a competent suspension that lets it handle different conditions on the road with utmost confidence despite its steering not being that fast. Also, the Trax is not a powerful SUV. Its sole engine, which is a turbo 1.2-liter 3-cylinder engine, only makes 137 ponies and a 162 pound-feet of torque. That's not a lot compared to the rest of the SUVs I've presented here. But for daily commutes, the Trax is more than sufficient. It can get you from point A to point B with zero issues, as this SUV is rated high when it comes to its reliability. Plus, even if it has a weak engine, this doesn't mean that it has a trashy fuel economy, with estimates suggesting that it can cover up to 30 miles per gallon combined. That's already a lot. Moreover, the 2025 Trax is fitted with an extensive list of standard driver assistance features and other nice appointments, even for its base model. Pay a bit more, and you can have your Trax fashioned with more compelling design elements, as well as other inclusions such as alloy wheels, remote start, and heated front seats. 2025 Mazda 3. The Mazda 3 of Mazda is the car you'll logically get if you want a vehicle that doesn't feel cheap and weak, even its entry-level stature. It's so effective as a practical transport medium that it kinda obliterates most of its rivals with ease. Of course, I gotta say that it doesn't have adequate rear seat and cargo space, but similar to the Civic Type R, the 2025 Mazda 3 gets its appeal for its nimble handling and impressive driving verve, regardless if you are going to choose its 5-door hatchback or 4-door sedan. There's something about its suspension and steering that stirs even the most picky drivers. They are expressly communicative on the road, and don't feel that they're going to flop even in the most difficult driving conditions. This sporty car has a standard 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine that makes up to 191 ponies and offers up to 250 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque on its optional turbo engine. It's available in an optional all-wheel drive, and this is where the 2025 Mazda 3 shines brighter than the Civic Type R. This added capability provides more grip on its wheels so that the car remains drivable on slippery roads. 2025 Kia Telluride. Telluride, specifically its 2025 model year, is one of the best mid-size SUVs of 2025. Heck, you can even see this as the best SUV that exists right now. Kia finally got it right with the Telluride, and that's the reason why it's a 10 out of 10 vehicle for me. This mid-size crossover is definitely spacious across its 3 rows, and is versatile enough to handle both on-road and off-road drives. There are little to no flaws in its design and assembly, and by all means, it's a vehicle that you won't regret cashing in at all. For a hefty SUV, the Kia Telluride is surprisingly nimble and engaging. It has a nice balance in its architecture, as its weight is evenly distributed throughout its body. I really love its steering. It has a nice weight on it. But at the same time, it's not stiff, so you can really roll the steering and navigate crowded and congested roads. It doesn't lack power either. The Telluride includes a V6 engine, a 3.8-liter V6 engine in particular. This allows the SUV to pump 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque in a heartbeat. And its responsiveness is felt through its 8-speed auto transmission. You can have it on either front-wheel or all-wheel drive, your call. But what I can guarantee is that this SUV doesn't have a worrisome body roll, even at high speeds. Interior-wise, the Telluride is really giving. The materials on the cabin are brimming with quality, and even include near-luxury appointments, especially on its higher trims. The cargo is spacious enough to take care of your daily belongings or amenities you typically need during your weekend adventures. 2025 Honda CR-V Hybrid. This pick could either be the gas model or the hybrid model of the 2025 CR-V. Both are equally great, but right now, I think it's appropriate to introduce the CR-V Hybrid. After all, it delivers not only fuel savings but also impeccable driving performance, a long list of standard features, and an interior you can show off to your friends. The CR-V Hybrid might be compact, but it ensures a solid drive on both city roads and highways. It has responsive handling and can keep up with bumpy roads and imperfect tracks, thanks to its taut suspension. Is this an off-roading SUV? Not really. All I want to say is that it has a means of keeping the disturbance to a minimum when the road gets flawed. Its regenerative brakes have no hiccups as well. Others thought that the 2025 CR-V Hybrid was stale and sleepy on the road. But remember, this thing has a 204 horsepower output and 247 pound-feet of torque, all thanks to its 2-liter, 4-cylinder engine and 2 electric motors. It's a lot more spirited than its non-hybrid counterpart, and that gives the CR-V Hybrid the edge that it needs to compete in its stacked segment. But to be fair, the CR-V Hybrid isn't entirely perfect. For example, it's often criticized for its loud electronic, continuously variable automatic transmission when you crank its speed. Still, I don't see it being a deal-breaker at all for a feature-rich, high-value SUV. 2025 Toyota Prius. The 2025 model year of the Toyota Prius has stepped up as one of the best hatchbacks that you can buy right now. It doesn't have a bold appearance, but its exterior is certainly sleek and commands the roads with its excellent driving dynamics. Even its fuel economy has proven to be superior to its counterparts. So yes, despite being a stylish ride, the Prius remains to be a practical choice, especially in the context of long-term ownership costs and reliability. Of course, that's already a given. After all, we are dealing with one of the most recognized Toyota cars here. I need to point out that unlike the Mazda 3 or the Civic Type R, the Prius isn't really a performance or athletic vehicle. However, what I can assure you is that the car is very easy to drive. It's smooth when driving straight and while taking corners. It doesn't have an excessive body roll that could affect its passenger comfort. Even its brakes and steering are prolific in the sense that they're responsive and don't feel squishy at all. Under the hood of every Prius is a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, which is then paired with an electric motor. The setup is good enough to produce 194 horsepower, so it's not like you are going to get annoyed with its acceleration at all. With an all-wheel drive, this thing should be able to hit the roads at 196 horses. The interior is a bit average, though. Not gonna lie on that. The soft-touch surfaces are a bit scarce, but hey, it's properly appointed, and the layout is clean and clutter-free nonetheless. And that completes this list. Thanks for sticking to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share buttons. I know it's a chore, but it helps the channel a lot. Until next time, drive safely.